DaylesAddiction. This video is a request by T for Two. She asked in my recent Q&A which are my most used bags and which are the bags that I could have done without. Now I feel like I talk about my most used bags all the time, but the bags I could have done without, I think that's a whole video on its own. So today I'm going to fess up. I'm not saying that I have regrets, I'm just saying I could have done without these bags. And they may or may not be the same bags that you're thinking of right now. The first one is this. This is a micro speedy that I picked up when I bought the Speedy 25 in the jacquard denim coloured colourway back in January of last year. And it was on the shelf along with this little baby one, and I'm like, I've got to have them both. I didn't have to have them both. I sold the Speedy and I sold it to one of my fabulous subscribers. Hello, Heidi. But I did not need this. I did not need to buy this. I could have gone without this. I still have it because I wanted to have a piece from that collection. But I just could have gone without it. I really could have done. It's just, it serves no purpose. It is $1,000 ornament. It is absurd. Yes, I said it. I could have gone without that. I could have bought a nice pair of shoes for the price of this. I got carried away in Fendi's Cruise 23 collection and I bought a lot more than I thought I might. It didn't help that it fell around my birthday, and so I always feel a little bit more adventurous when it's birthday month. And I feel like I could have gone without this green sequin nano. I didn't order it initially because I wanted to see if the mini was coming. I didn't want the large size. I wanted something in the green sequin, and I've worn it once. I've worn it one time. It's embarrassing. I should have waited for the mini, or I shouldn't have bought anything. I just said I want a piece of this beautiful green. I did want a piece of this beautiful green. I didn't have to buy it though. I could have just appreciated it whilst it was in store. I didn't have to own it. Why did I buy it? I could have gone without. This one was a case of, I went into the boutique, I saw something that really stood out at me, I didn't have a piece from this house, and so I bought it. It's my Four Lepage Caliber 21. Look, this is, of course, it's a cool bag. It did upset a few people who are anti-gun. I didn't even think about that at the time because to me it was about their heritage as gunsmiths. It had nothing to do with, you know, firearms and what I think about them. I appreciate that now, that that's something that people do see with this bag. It doesn't stop me from wearing it. It's just, I have other more whimsy, fun black bags, and I really only wear this bag in the evening time. And I just have other bags that I prefer to wear more than this. I could have just appreciated it and left instead of having to buy something and saying it was because I didn't have a bag from that house. So yeah, I should have just left it. This one's probably sure to get some reactions. It's the Louis Vuitton Eva clutch in the Damier Azur. I bought this because I didn't have any Damier Azur. That's all. That's the only reason. I thought I needed to have it. And I do remember that when I was paying attention to Louis Vuitton, everyone had one of these bags. And the reality is it's just not me. It's just a bit muted. It's just not I mean, I love this big hardware bit. But it's not something that really works for me. I could wear it with the outfit I'm wearing today. But the reality is I would prefer a contrast. I would go for this, not this. You see the difference? One has a nice contrast, it's really complementary. One is very muted, almost invisible. Yeah, I don't know why I felt compelled to own one of these. I think it's kind of the same thing as the Chanel classics that I have bought and sold over the years. It's just something I thought that I should do to prove my worth as a luxury consumer, and realistically those things, they just don't work for me. And finally, we have the Louis Vuitton Cannes bag. My bag is basically in brand new condition. It's probably actually got some dust on top of it because it is a bag that I bought because I like round and interesting kind of shaped bags, but I don't use it. I'm not drawn to it. I felt like I wanted to have it because it was a piece of Louis Vuitton history. It is. It's a reinvented piece of history, and it's beautiful. It's just not me. I could have left it. I could have just passed on it. And this is one that came as a result of my client advisor saying that there was a promotion happening at the plaza where all the luxury stores are in Brisbane, or if you spend so much money you'd get a $200 voucher, and that was enough for me to go and spend $3,500 on this bag for $200. Seriously, what was I thinking? So realistically, I could say it about all of these bags. I could have left them. I did not need them. I don't need any of them. The reality is a lot of them bring me a lot of joy. Some of them, I think in the moment I got caught up and picked up things that I could have just admired and left there. It was also a question in my Q&A around, how do I decide what I just admire and buy and what I admire and don't buy? And I don't think I have an answer on that one yet. Only to say that I think the more pieces that I have in my collection and the more I experience different types of bags and brands, I figure out what works for me, and I'm happy to go on that journey as opposed to some other journeys that you might know about. I'm happy that I have the opportunity to buy things and try them and see if they work for me, whether it be a colour or a style, a size of bag even, and then either decide yes, I'll keep it, or no, I'll sell it, and continue to evolve in my own personal style and the pieces that I like. I think that if we take this so seriously that it's a one and done kind of approach, it just isn't. It just isn't that. Definitely not for me. So I think the reality is, yes, there's some things that I could have left. Yes, in the future I will probably make similar mistakes as well, but I'm happy to go on that journey and share it with you guys. So what are your mistakes or the bags that you could have left on the shelf or at the store, but you took them home and now you think, yeah, I probably could have just admired that one and moved on? I'd love to know. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes some extra ones, so I'd love to see you back for more. Until